Hello guys, welcome to the second part of the JUNKBOX cleaning exercise video. Okay. Now, as you may recall from last night's posting, sorry about the quality. It was done.
The oil from other leaf will be heating on. So the more I blend, the worse it becomes. So what is the next thing? Which I will do, then I will end this episode here, because I need to get this thing dry, wrinkled, and then we'll continue in the next episode on this 1/6 SAS diorama build. So what to do with this headsculpt? Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Just clean it. A new bottle of Hawaii salt in there.
Okay, after dipping, the factory oil-based paints is already coming off.
Then I show you some of how much the oil is inside. Oil paint. It's all a bit gummy.
Okay, sorry about this quality. I was not planning on this posting last night, and then it was raining, dark, gloomy. I was doing indoors, but look at the amount of gunk that actually came out from the oil paint. Okay, but anyways, this one I got to cleaning this one. Then I accidentally pressed the stop button and it ended somewhere here.
It's worse than real meter. Hey, did I show you guys this thing on YouTube? I don't think I have, right? I only show you the.
Yeah, look at the gunk that just came out. These are oil-based paint, and it's laid on thick.
I show you guys the finished or half finished product, right? And start from somewhere there. Oh, the gun is terrible. But this is actually one of those.
Somewhere along the line, actually, I removed the gunk with a finger. We wait for the finger, and then we'll move on to today's episode. So anyways, today's one is actually in bright gloomy weather.
Okay, I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Okay, so we're lifting this thing here. So today we'll start with
Let me get it out of it.
all the paints removed. One good eye, one bad eye. This one, the decal is dissolved by this bottle of thinner. Okay, so we'll move on to this one. So yesterday, the previous treated garments is all here. I put them on is basically to introduce wrinkles. This piece is cotton. This one and this one is nylon. Nylon don't absorb any liquid well. So it's on to this one to help with the wrinkles. Okay. So let's take a look at these two figures, and then we'll move on to building that one. Now, for those of you who have missed yesterday's episode, this two figure is what I call out of leftovers. It's my JUNKBOX build. Now these two figures is actually leftover from this SAS Jeep build. Then why on earth a Jeep build has a pair of Germans as leftover? Now actually when I bought this thing, this Jeep as a kid years ago, it's not one of those really one. It's grey styrene kit. Built from past 90s. Grey styrene SAS, the Jeep. This one is built from a kit consisting of all these parts. Give me a second. My place is small. I need to get organized. Okay, okay. When I bought this kit years ago, I had the idea of during the raid they might capture some German equipment. So I bought this one. With this radio in mind. This one is supposedly to go on one of these racks. But I wasn't planning on diorama at that time. It's just let me switch off the volume here. Okay, it's just a Jeep build. There's no, I wasn't planning on diorama then. So I had an eye on this radio, the kit radio, which now becomes this one. Okay. And then up with most of the figures parts I use for other builds. Now for this one, for this jacket, it actually ended up here on this diorama with this fella. With this fella. So anyways, that's how I ended up. Then of course the rest end up in my junk box. Then to thin out the junk box, I do stuff like this. So enough of the talking. Let's get on to doing up this guy. Let me see you guys down on the perch. Then we shall continue. Focus. Okay, let me put away the stuff. So we will begin another episode of raw unedited thing itself. Now let me recheck the focus again. Okay. So for this one, obviously yesterday you see me break off this one. It's now actually fastened by blue tack down to the yeah. Keep the blue tack. But today the focus is actually to focus on this one. We'll worry about this one later if I have time. If not, another episode. Now to reinsert things like that, it's not that difficult. This one was also done this way with just a rod. But for this one, the ball itself is broken off. So another ball was used. This is a Daiso ball. Okay, another ball was used, a Daiso ball. Okay, this is 10 millimeter ball you can get from their I think the costume jewelry section. It goes in, then I just broke off the no big deal. Okay, I just broke off. Then this thing actually still swivels and works. But let's face it, how much movement do you really want it? Okay, so this one will be easier job. Just cut off this one, but we'll worry about that later. So today we'll focus on this one. Then let's take a look at the PVA treated stuff that was done yesterday. Now, for this Ultimate Soldier 21st Century, this thing and the pants is actually what we call nylon. It don't absorb PVA or water well. Okay. So yesterday this thing was also treated with PVA. Okay, so since putting this thing is on, I put this thing on also. Now for PVA treated, it doesn't mean that it stays there forever. You still can take it off. It still can be taken off. Okay. Okay, it still can be taken off. If you don't like the wrinkle, it still can be wrinkled. After all, doing PVA, the wrinkle, you want to get as much wrinkle in as possible. Or maybe sculpt the collar a bit. This one, the collar is normally posed like that. But I was thinking maybe a high collar to pull out the collar at the back. Okay. Distance. Okay, I think we'll worry about this thing later. But anyway, there's a PVA one. So let's get back to this one. This eye is good. This eye is bad. But I think for this one I'll do it the reverse way. Instead of painting the eyes then going for the skin, I'll go to the skin then try to touch up the eyes with markers like this. Okay, we'll do it the reverse way, because I do need to get a few coats of red varnish to protect this one, as well as the paint before I can continue on. One thing that actually surprised me when I take off the oil-based paint is actually the amount of relief detail that was molded in. This one should turn out good. So, take two. The same stuff that was used yesterday. Plus today, I think I'm going to use a bit of blue. What blue doesn't matter, as long as blue, because it's going to be thinned down. To so thin to create to highlight the 5 o'clock shadow, the mustache. All these things. Okay, blue instead of black. Okay. That's this one. Then my bottle of stuff that was used yesterday. Remember, this one has enamel and the oil that was washed off from here into here. It has enamel paint and oil paint, this bottle. So let's begin by the usual way. Some thin down Tamiya XF9. Tamiya how rate sorry. Very much thin down to become a wash. How much thinner to add on to this one doesn't matter. Just test it out to the consistency of viscosity that you want. So the usual to test it out, the ears. Okay. Okay, this one is I think a bit. For this one, it's a bit too thin. Now testing out the ears actually gives you a feel of the state of this mixture as you are using it. Don't get for things like that. Don't get into the idea that oh, this one is the mixture is like that. It's good forever, because evaporation does appear. So test it out first. That means whenever you open up a bottle underneath the nostril. Then the other technique I like to use is actually flicking. Now for flicking, it's just a matter of getting a damp, not wet, damp brush, flick off from the tip, not the base of the brush, but the tip. Okay. Now for freckles, the effect, the effect is subtle, but it is there. It will be there. Okay. On the cheek itself, let the thing dry out a bit, then we shall continue. Okay, so the freckles. So we shall continue with this one. For this one, actually I'm going for the shadow parts. That means if you are not sure, you just take a flashlight, shine it downwards. Okay, whatever the light does not capture, it requires some of this. Okay. So after the nostril is actually the eye socket. The same part that I go through in the earlier part last night, where I do this thing over the factory finish oil-based things. Okay, something like that. Now there are guys who are right now are squeamish about, after you do this one, you dip it in thinner, is bare vinyl. You should have a primer, everything on. But I tell you guys, whatever you put on down is thin into the vinyl, and it is thin into the vinyl. Actually, it's much easier to work it off a raw vinyl than a headsculpt like that. Okay, maybe a semi-finished headsculpt like this. It's easier this way than this way. Trust me. These are the Daiso balls that was used earlier. This is 10mm. This is 8mm. Until testing this out to become joint. Once I got the proper SOP going, then maybe I'll do a posting on this one. I know a lot of guys have broken off joints, all these things. Okay. Nowadays I don't go to the hassle of finding the correct parts. You know, finding the correct parts to go to whichever figure or whichever thing. I just engineer joints. It's easier, it's stronger, it has more movement, blah blah blah. Okay, the area, okay, underneath the eyelids. Now for doing things like that, the pain may be almost invisible. Okay, maybe almost invisible, but trust me, the shading will show up. Okay. Now for this one, after the upper eyelids area, this area, okay, it's actually the cheekbone areas, and underneath the nose, underneath the chin, and underneath the lip, and underneath the chin. Okay, this is what we call the 5 o'clock shadows. Okay, underneath the nose, underneath the chin, and underneath the lips, underneath the chin. Okay, then we move on. We move on up. The side of the cheek, the temples, and then the forehead. Okay, again, I test the consistency on my finger. Then this thing, for this thing, also don't get into the thing that okay, if you have to pass it by one stroke. If one stroke is not dark enough, go over it again. Okay, the side of the temple, be careful. This one will require some red glitter, so you don't want to lay on this thing too thick on the side of the temples. And then the forehead. Okay, the forehead, go for the hairline first. Whatever hairline there is, go for the hairline first. Okay. Then depending on your mood, you might like to go over the whole hair first also. Okay, then the hair, there is some beard, some mustache here, but we are going for the hairline on the head, on the I still need to learn to talk on YouTube. So for this one, I think we'll go for the whole thing. Just give it a light wash. Yeah. Okay, then pay special attention to the part the part that everyone will be seeing. That means the top in. This one require more brown, so I will do a pull here. Miss a few spots here. Okay, so for the from the hairline, we'll blend some of the shade with the shade here. It may look the same to you, but take into account of the color of the vinyl itself. Okay. Okay, so basically you have something like that. Okay, now we are moving to the forehead itself. Now for this one, taking off that oil, the thick oil paint, it shows some beautiful relief detail here. Very, very nice. So for the first pass, go for the deep areas, but do it like your wife your wife, girlfriend, or whatever is it, or whomever, not wife. Bad English. Is applying makeup. Okay. The eyebrows. Yeah, you see, never test too thick. The eyebrows. which also goes into this part also. Help this part now into the second pass. Okay, then from the eyebrow, when this thing is much thinner, okay, just go over the top of the eyebrow. Okay. Then the lines on the forehead. Okay, some of this line may not be molded in, but it can be drawn in. Okay. Then of course the more recessed areas. The bump, the hump, the bumps. Okay. Pick up not the humps but the bumps. Then on this molding, it may be production floor, but on this particular one, there is a chip here on the nose. So instead of being a flaw, let's make this a more prominent point. So basically for the first pass, this is about it. Okay. The fishtail. Okay, so we move on down to the side of the cheek, where any molded relief, if you can pick up any molded relief, it helps. Okay. Now this method is opposed to getting everything in, then you get the usual method that you get a primer coat, you put on base of paint, then you blend the paint, wait for the next day, blend some more. Okay, so right now I'm looking for those spots that require this thing to be a bit darker. I'm making a second pass. Okay. So after this one, I pull you guys down to take a closer look at this one. Okay, right now I'm going for the hump and bump. For the bump on the mouth area. Okay. Including the parting of the lips. Okay. Then the mustache is the mustache itself. Just a light pass. And then the stubby beard itself. Now for this one, don't worry too much, because as subsequent colors goes in, all this detail will be picked up. Then it's better to do a lighter touch on this one, then add in more, rather than you add in more and try to remove them, because raw vinyl will absorb paint, then it will be stained there forever. Okay, some more on the lips, the goatee. The parts that I missed. Okay, then just on the freckle, I did the back part, but not the front part. So I like going over for the front part with a damp paintbrush. Okay, that's the whole idea. Not to have everything smothered on, but do it with the damp paintbrush. Everything. Okay, I think this area requires some picking up. Okay. Okay, first pass. First pass, it turns out like that. Okay. Now we are going for the second and third color. Okay. Now the second color I use is always red. What kind of red doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because I'm using the same palette of red with multiple shades inside. These are all this one is what I use for my standard color pencils. Standard water soluble color pencils. Okay, let's make one. Just choose one that has a good tip. I think this is enough. I need to sharpen this thing later. Don't go for just any color pencil. Go for those water soluble one. Ordinary color pencil will not work. I think this one will need. Keep that. Now from yesterday, this bottle of open thinner is what we call denatured because it's already weakened by the vapor that's taken off. Then it may not dissolve this thing as well as straight thinner. Okay. Now for doing this thing in black or red, do be extra careful. When painting anything in red or black, little bit goes a long way. Okay. So the same thing, a damp brush. Okay, the tip of the nose, too thin. The tip of the nose. The lips. I'm doing the lips among the first thing on the lips because this thing will require several passes. Okay. The other people may describe or even I describe the tip of the nose, but it's actually the raised area of the ears. Sorry, not nose or ear. The raised area of the nose. Okay. Primarily the top part, but not the bottom part. Okay. Okay. And then of course the earlobes. Okay. Okay, the area that require the most red is actually the tear holes, the two tear holes. This require a several pass or one thicker. This is also the reason why I don't go for the eyeball first. The tear hole. Okay, now from the tear hole, when the brush is a bit what we call less wet, go for the lower eyelid. Then I tell you something, I really can't see. I really can't see where I'm going. My eyes is really that bad. It's just you know, using the force. Look, use the force. Look, use the force. Yes, master. Now be extra careful with rays. Little bit goes a long way. And then of course you carry some over the top of the eye. Some not a lot. Okay. Roughly you end up something like that. So let's go for another the rest of the area that require weights, and then we'll shoot it with this thing. Oh no. I confused myself. But anyways, you get the idea that all these things there's no hard and fast rule. Okay. You must do this before you do that. You after you do this, you cannot do that. Okay. So the next one is actually what we call the blush. Okay, the blush of the okay, the brush actually has started like what you see in a pair of goggles or what. It actually goes across the eyes, the across this band of area. Okay. So we'll start with this part. Okay, the part that actually need this one is actually this part. Okay. Okay, then the part of the cheek that actually faces the light. That means the top part of the cheek. Okay, then the set temple area. If you are doing this, going by the different shape of a human head and hence a different head sculpt, just spray it by the ear. Okay. Then we go down to the second part. That means it's actually the side of the side. There's the center part of the cheek area. There's a line that actually just came down. This one will just only a light pass will do wonders. Okay, as this one goes, this side require more than this side. I think the lips require a second pass of it. Okay. This part will go down like that. Okay, so by this time this part will be dry enough. So we'll be starting to blend this red down over here. This one actually do require the solution to be very thin. Okay, so we'll start blending all this thing in towards the side. The just now I show you the temple area. Oh shit, I forgot to do the freckles. Okay, there's too much weight here, so I blend it off. I think we forgot about the freckle. What's safe? Okay, so we'll end up something like that. Focus. Okay, we'll end up something like that. Then right now we are going for the forehead. Okay, forehead areas again. This thing actually needs I'm using green and blue dirty dirty paintbrush cleaning solution. cleaning thinner. Okay, for the top part again, go slow. Again, go slow. You want it thin. Again, the same thing that you see your wife use. Okay, the same stroke of motion. Okay. Okay, the one on the top eyebrow is critical. Okay, the lines that goes over there to tie everything together. Then the two sides of the temple. Now guys, I'm doing this one with very poor eyesight. Pick up on this technique, improve on it. I'm very sure most of you can get a much better result than this one. This is why I don't do eyeballs. My eyesight is actually very bad. Okay, pick up whatever needs to pick up, or you feel they need to be picked up. Okay, I think I need to blend this part a bit more. What do you think? Maybe I should do some flecker at this point. Okay, I think. Okay, so right now, yeah, I think this side need more blending. This is actually what I meant by oil base. If the oil base underneath with all this paint and solvent actually lifted up last night, there's no cure for all this except to strip it down. I mean, this is for those old vintage. Mostly I find it's dragon. But if you are doing it on a modern headsculpt, they nowadays they don't use they don't produce headsculpt like that with oil-based paint. You just remember this headsculpt, I think it's at least 20 years old. At least 20, maybe perhaps maybe 30 years old. Okay, so we have gotten to the next red color. Okay, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what is done here. Okay, so right now we'll move on to the next color, blue. Focus. Zoom out a bit maybe perhaps. Okay, right now we'll move on to blue. Should I use this blue or should I use this blue? I think we'll move on to this blue. Because actually I find this thing easier to work with. It's more akin to this watercolor painting by the watercoloring method. What kind of blue doesn't matter again. But I'm using, for this one I'm using more of a violet. Okay, the same thing. Okay, actually I'm using this blue, the same unwashed paintbrush. For blue, like what I said, as in black, a little bit goes a long way. Please be extra careful. Okay, so for this one, it's actually mixed with whatever was inside there, and he has turned, I don't know what. Okay. So for this one, again testing. Now we are going for ear holes first, nostril, anything that require the thing to be darkened. Okay, so the parting of the lips, anything that require some dark, like mustache, eyelashes. Again, now the golden rule. Don't lay it on too thick. However thin, however thin the mixture is, it will show up on the headsculpt. Okay. Then of course the how you call this? The shadowing the shadow of this thing. Okay. Okay, the body, of course the 5 o'clock shadows, which I will do from behind first, then blend in from the front. Now practice for this one, practice this one on the use headsculpt or any headsculpt that you think you want to throw away. You'll be surprised at the result. If you fail on your headsculpt, just drop it into the thing. Then you have a fresh headsculpt to work on. No biggie. Okay. Now I'm going for the area in between the eyes. And of course this area. You'll be surprised how much a nose, everything requires some blue. Okay, so the overall, right now this thing is dry. The overall ear receive some shadowing. Then right now we are going for the forehead, which I think I discovered something. I don't know what I use on this one. But the solution is not what I thought it would be. But anyways, let's continue. Yeah, I think it will work. Okay, again, pick up very damn, very light one. Pick up. Okay. Pick up those details. Then now go for the most important hairline. the hairline, between the hairline and the skin, most likely it will appear bluish. Okay. At this stage, at this stage, I'm blending all the color as I go. Why is there a phone call? And another.
Hello, Ministry of Health. We find you many times no answer. You have a medical document not received.
This is one of those
For
scam
details,
calls.
English, press 1.
They will be asking for money.
卫生部您好，先前多次
They are speaking bad English in
您有
Singapore.
一份
Yes,
医疗文件
yes.
未领取，查询详情。英语服务请按1。
Even as
华
bad
语
as
请
my
按
English
2。
is,
Hello, Ministry
I'm
of
still
Health.
critical of them.
We find you many times no answer.
Okay,
You have
so
a
for the
medical
rest,
document not
them
received. For
blend the neck
details,
area,
Query English press 1. Mandarin press 2.
the neck
卫生
area,
部您好，先前多次联系
and then
无
of
回
course
应，您有一份医疗
the
文件
hair.
未领取，查询详情。英语服务请按1，华语请按2。
I mean, whatever language this girl was talking is actually a very, very, very Chinese accented. And they are calling them from one of Singapore's ministries. Okay, so I think we require a bit more here. Okay, we'll keep this one. I think we require more blending from this one. Yep. Okay, so right now we have come to the stage looking like focus. Oh, the camera is not picking up on all the shades, but it's looking way better on him. It's looking way better than this. Okay, right now we are going for the eyes. I don't think I can do it. Show you the correct right now with all this lighting. Yeah, it's not showing the true colors. Okay, so basically right now we have it's something like that. We'll go for this eye next, then I'll show you with this one. I think later I'll take some picture and then post it on my YouTube not YouTube, Facebook channel. I think picture will carry this thing better. Oops, because the camera is not picking up on a lot of stuff. Okay, this is actually the reverse way of doing headsculpt. Normally, everyone goes for the eyeball first. But this is the lazy way. And I don't care because I can't see. And then I do have to, after this matte varnish, I do need to go back to do some washes. So let's center the eyeball. Okay, let's hope this helps. I really can't see. I really can't see, but I think I'll call it good. I think I really can't see. Okay, we'll call it good on the eyeball itself. Focus. Okay, we'll call it good on the eyeball itself. Then we'll pick up from there. After I do this one, which I will do by the window. Give me a second. Give me a few seconds. Guys. Oh my god, it's 56 minutes already. I thought it's only the most half an hour. Time flies when you are having fun. Okay. Another attempt to take a good video of this thing. Let me get something first, or find something first. Is there something to put this thing up? Then we'll call this episode done. Figure not yet. Okay, I'll pick up in the next episode when I build put the rest of this one, and then I'll do a touch up on this one. Okay, for today's work, from a raw vinyl, we end up with something like that. Okay, this is actually not the true color. The true color, this iPhone 11 is picking up things in a funny way. Okay, this is the eyeball. Okay, but so far we have this thing done this way, from raw vinyl, after being deep into the I got myself zoned out and can't talk. Okay, so far it's like that. Then we'll end this video at 59 minutes or 1 hour. I still have another 50 seconds to go. Okay, so I try to pick up as much detail here. You can tell by the flaring out of the glare on this bit. Okay, so we'll end this episode here with the headsculpt done this one. Maybe if I go further and then zoom in, it's still like that. But okay, so far you get the idea of how to do this. Like what I said, I'm limited by my eyesight. By using these techniques, I'm sure most of you guys with a bit of practice can do this. This one with a lot of yakking and then showing you all this thing takes about 7 minutes. Okay, with all the talking, all these things take total 1 hour till now. But I think with some practice, a lot of you guys can do it better, faster than what I'm doing here. Okay. Of course, this thing you can go crazy, blend it further, touch it up further as you go, and end up with a very good looking head sculpts. Okay, guys, see you in the next episode. I thought this JUNKBOX thinning exercise is to be done in private. Okay, off camera, everything. I didn't expect to pick up my camera last night and destroy this head sculpt in the process too. Sorry, guys. Okay, see you in the next episode, guys. Bye.